Hello everyone, Jet here, and welcome back to my Wood Elves campaign where Skaven have just declared war on me down here, and we are currently, but our main push is currently against the Gobbos up here in the north, where we are expanding. I'm going to hold here for a couple of turns before I move on. I'm going to go push Karak Nor next. We do have our Sea Lord up here, whose job is going around the map, picking up things like this.
Starting out.
And we'll just swap this over because I want to get the income out, because we're going to be we'll be having our Oak of Ages next turn. So hopefully we're going to be able to get ourselves into a position where we can do better things. Okay, so this will unlock the Warden of the Wildwood Elven Council position and up my research rate by 10%. So what does the Warden of the Wildwood give us? +5 local province, and yeah, extra attack for his army, which is good. I'm really not fussed by that one. That's not bad. That's a big buff. Basically, these give quite a lot of buffs for the... Now that means the Lord who's got that's chosen to go on the Wild Hunt. Protector of the Oak is very good. Some of them are good for certain things. Like trade tariffs is good. That is obviously the one I really want, and I want to have somebody in there because that allows trade. So that is a huge thing for me to have. And... better Eternal Guard units. Okay. Anyway. Oops, I should have built something. Never mind. I'm being a bit special.
Book of grudges for a moment, dwarf.
Yep, I will take a defensive alliance with you. Crooked Moons are still trying to deal with things down there. So I've got a war with both the Skaven and the Beastmen, so I want to make short work of these guys up north, actually. So next turn we're going to start moving out against Karak Nor and then Karak Asgaraz. And if we get Durfu into our... I said it right. If I get Durfu into my federation. If I don't, I'm going to be going to war with Durfu very shortly, which could be a very bloody war because they're quite powerful.
Stands before me.
Yeah, you can have military access. But no, I'd like to get him into my army simply because his settlement allows me to start trading with other factions once I've got its special building. That is a hugely important thing for us, guys. So we're probably going to be throwing that up as quickly as we can. And I said he's who I really want to be able to confederate with. And then we'll go forest down here and we'll try and take on the Skaven. So why do Musilion have an army up there? Musilon. There's no extra I. I do apologise. I will pronounce things wrong occasionally. Feel free to pick me up for it. I am quite dyslexic, so sometimes I misread the words, guys. I'm not saying that as an excuse. I actually am. I know a lot of people do kind of say that. So if I mispronounce something, feel free to call me on it, guys, and let me know. And it might take me a while to realise. Ooh, we'll take the hunted stag.
Your conquests strike fear into the heart.
Nice, that gives us a nice buff.
The mighty Oak of Ages blooms, pushing its canopy further over Athelor.
So our Oak of Ages has leveled up now. Yes! Right, do we already have it? What else? So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to knock a few buildings over here. That is a nice one. However, we're going to get rid of this army. What have they leveled him in? Okay, that's fine. Durfu he's gonna get damage things straight away because Durfu he is a beast in battle, guys. He is on his own. He is absolutely immense. We are going to surround Carrick Norn with both of our armies here. I know I'm running at a negative, but we're going to be smashing a few places over the next few turns. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. This is a bad thing, however. So that is something I do need to try and fix sooner rather than later. However, I can't start trading yet.
Lord of the
But
you may keep your lying tongue for now.
They don't like me at the moment because of the Confederation. Right, how about you guys?
I am ready to parley. I hope your words are
We
wise.
cannot.
Can I get... Basically, I'm trying to get somebody else allied here, guys. So that I can push out the extra...
and make your offer. As you say, sir.
Oh, nice, perfect. Basically, I wanted the extra amber, guys, and that got it straight away.
Who calls?
Come then. Only Sigma's god.
Sigma's will.
Now we're getting lots of peace with all of the Empire factions.
Yes. Come then. Only Sigma's god indeed.
Nice.
All right. Approach as friend and make your offer. Affirmative.
So this is going very nicely, actually.
The Empire.
Approach us, friend, and make your...
So be it.
On it.
I'll ignore that.
Not quite, but we're pushing up through all of these
By
guys.
Sigma's will, come in.
I will.
And as we do, we'll get better and better friends with them, which will really help us out.
You have a proposal? We are
A
willing.
fool's action.
Soon we'll get that.
Blade at your service.
Let's go find our other brothers over here. Oh, there's another Skull Reef there. We'll grab that next turn, and obviously we're going to find the other nasty guys next turn. I didn't think I could have... Where's Iraq? Oh, do they not actually have to be in existence? So... Well, leadership for Dryad, Treekin and Tree Men units. And cheaper recruitment for them. That's straight Durfu's. That is Durfu's position. He is the protector of the oak for me, so... And spell slingers, so beasts, shadows, or life. I'll probably go for beasts actually, or we can get a branch wraith as well. Now these guys are a bit of everything, aren't they? They are a bit of magic, a bit of melee.
Ready to serve.
Right, we're going to go for beasts for you. That's huge.
Spell Singer.
Can actually get two, so we might get another one for my other army as well. I should have done this before. Anyway, we're going to come back to that.
How may I help?
Flock of Doom is a very nice spell. So yeah, she's going to get put into one of my armies, and we'll probably get a branch wraith in one of them as well, which is a nice mix of units. We'll work out what they're best in by looking at their abilities. So I'm going to keep both running for the moment, because we're going to come down here to deal with the Skaven. Both armies running for the moment, because we're going to go ahead to deal with the Skaven. And touch wood, soon we will be able to start trading with the other factions, which will give us a lot of extra income, I'm hoping. And then we're going to just start expanding out our territory, and we're mostly going to be taking the ability to push out. Well, we're mostly going to be taking the ability to increase us.
Mortal.
Ooh, why are you not friends? Oh, he doesn't like me because I'm friends with everybody else, but he still wants a military alliance. Now, this is the thing I do need to be a bit careful of. There are going to be wars between the Empire factions, and when they happen, I want to make sure I'm on the winning sides of them, because I will lose some amber due to these shifting alliances. However, at the moment, I'm swimming in amber, which is good. Karak Norn is going to be taken for the it's going to be forested soon, guys, and then we'll get pushed to Karak the other side, and I might even just go for a quick peace with them, because they'll be so weak in there, they're not going to last long. I don't really want to be taking Empire territory if I can avoid it at the moment. I really want to go for that thing, but I could always just jump down there and sack it, actually. And actually, I might sack and recap in Karak Norn, as I've got an entire spare army here, so I can do that and keep moving, actually. And don't forget, we're at war with the dwarfs up here, so we might even just keep pushing. So got Bernhoff's brigade there, which is an interesting one.
I will make it so. Clear a path.
Easy auto there. We are going to sack and recap.
The forest is whispering.
Right. We want this guy out. Yeah, we want that one, because that's a extra income from all regions, guys, which is really big. And let's have a look. So these are faction wide, and I don't know if they ooh, movement range for all characters. We're going to jump straight on that. That's very good as well, so we'll push down to that one quite quickly. I am still a little bit negative on my income, but I've got plenty of spare cash at the moment, so that's not a huge issue for us. So this is one of the things with the elves, guys. Early on, it's actually much harder, but as you get bigger, you do turn into a bit of you turn into a bit of a train, actually. You get more and more and more powerful, which is really nice.
Access to the halls of Athelloren. If you wish.
Oops. What did I just do?
FUS speaks to me.
We can wait for somebody to come back over. Durfu has leveled up. We're going to go for the ever-reaching tendrils. But next, you know, he has spells as well. I didn't realise he got spells. Or I'd forgotten he did. However, we're going to buff. We will buff his army, but we're going to buff him up. Because he is one of these characters which... he can actually take on armies on his own. He is immensely powerful, guys. So, I'm more than happy for him to run on his own. You know, run with even a lower level. You know, quite a low army. He's also a siege. He's also a bit of siege equipment. He can walk up to gates and smash them. And we will have to do the quest to get his sword, if I can do that as well. And what do we need to do for this one? We need to get some Sky Crown oak wall somewhere. So we'll get that going soon as well, because that allows us to get the Horn of the Wild for Orion. No, and we're going to push down here to deal with the Beastmen and Forest here next, and then we'll squish the Skaven. But I might move both armies down here at once, so when we're spreading our forest this way. And eventually our forest will cover the world. I mean, nicely prettify the world. The Wood Elves really are an odd faction, because they're definitely not evil, but they're definitely not good, and they definitely don't like they definitely don't really like other factions.
The Wild Hunt would trample you into the earth.
Nope. Ooh, 900 gold, but no, I don't want to piss off my Empire friends. The Empire are my staunch allies. I am not annoying them. Because at some point the Empire are going to start confederating as well, and they will become very powerful when they do. Especially as Chaos pushes from the north. I'm surprised there's been so little confederation at the moment, actually. So there's usually a bit more confederation going on than this. This is the other place I might go and hit soon. We might go and burn out these empires there and spread our woods along the coast there as well. And having lots of little pockets around the place. Again, I'm not bothered if I do lose places long run. And I'm surrounded by really good allies now. So I'm in a very strong position, actually. I don't have trade agreements at the moment, so I'm not fussed by that. We'll go for buffing up our infantry. The infantry and cavalry, so actually this route is very good. How are we doing on this building here? That's going nicely. We've got a couple of buildings we can build here. So we're going to start pushing up to the Skycrown Wall of Oaks for the quest line. This can get leveled up as well, which will get us some nice units. There's nothing else I want from elsewhere here. I'm not that fussed. Well, the 10% research is good, but my research is going really well even without that. Oh, that's good. Plus 20% tax rate. How much of my income is taxes? So actually, that'll get me an extra. Quite nice actually. So yeah, we'll get ourselves a nice big chunk of extra tax rate from the Elven Court. Is that just this region? No, that's straight tax rate. It also increases my local recruitment capacity and gives me better lords and makes my Waystalkers better.
Master of the Wild Hunt. Have my blessing. Elves Hunt.
I know this army's a bit weakened, but I just want to get here quickly. And then I want to be able to, because basically I want to get myself into a position where we can start moving on. And all this guy is doing is exploring the map now, meeting everybody. We've got a couple of things. We'll go into this one first. It's an interesting little obelisk there. Oh, that's the thing I wanted to look at. So yeah, this is like a little tree boat, which is quite cool.
Powers are yours.
You're just waiting back here for others to come. What is her local effect? She reduces the taint in the region, which isn't a huge buff at the moment. Oh, I could have built something in Caragnorn. I'll do that next turn. That's, depending on what I can do in that region, that's, well, it's either going to be a trade good or it's going to be a a faction-wide upkeep bonus. Because if you think about it, you guys, even though they're only 2% extra income, once you've got, you know, 10 of them, that actually adds, it all adds up quite quickly. So, ooh, that's not
My
necessarily
lady
good.
informs me that I must.
No, I'm not ready. However, that does give me a good excuse to take another Wood Elf chunk of Wood Elf territory. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, so long as I can do it. If he moves out, basically, if he leaves himself vulnerable, I will take his town, which will get me a third settlement, which will be, and again, if I can get all 4, that really does buff me up hugely, guys. Provides a huge amount of extra support for me. And as I'm getting all these alliances, guys, these are all going to really, really help me. As we get these alliances, we get all of the extra amber from them, which really helps us being able to level ourselves up and get better armies, because I want to get a few tree men units in all of my armies, which is but they are going to cost me amber to do, and it does mean I have to be a little bit careful. So I need to work out where I want to expand next after we've treed here. As I said, it's potentially going to be pushing down into the deserts against the vampires. We could send somebody after Musilon, but I'm not that bothered about that. We could fight the vampires. There's lots of places we could go. We could potentially push up into Nausicaa, because unlike other people, I don't have negatives from different things, because I only have outposts, and it's not necessarily bad for me to push.
I thirst for the hunt. The hunt calls.
I think they know what's coming, guys. Getting there.
Offer assistance.
Get this
Going
fell
forward.
cargo.
Making my way.
That's good. Twinned with that, that's very good. Oh, that's interesting. I'm not going to get any buffs with any of the new factions. Oh, with all factions. That'll be good.
Azray, the woods of Athalloran welcome you.
King Luan Leoncoeur, do you
Ooh,
wish the
what took the hit
lady's
there?
favor?
Done.
No.
Short-sighted.
I do not want an
Do
extra
you know who
war.
I am? The lady grants you safe
I
passage.
will not.
As you say.
And we've got plenty of spare amber at the moment, so I can push a few
Listen.
better units into some of my armies as we go on. Ooh, I want this Confederation thing to burn off, because that is getting a bit painful. That'll burn off soon.
Step forth, true friend of the ungrown. Dockek. Futile.
Yeah, we'll get that soon.
Yes?
I am ready to parley. I hope
Disagree with that?
God, they are taking a while to get friends.
What would you have of me?
Okay, so soon we're going to be able to trade with the world. Now, do I jump straight over to Karak-Ziflin after this? No, I'm going to go get myself the ports, because those ports are really important for me, actually. And I'm worried by that Beastmen herd. So we're going to push south as soon as we've taken Carrick Ziflin. And we're gonna capture Estelia. And then we're going to wipe the Skaven off the face of... Well, we're going to wipe out the Skaven from here, from the Hellpit here, from Skaven Blight here. So Hellpit's up in the north. And that will that'll really help us out early on. So, well, we'll see if that'll really help us out. I hope it'll really help us out. We'll do a little bit of a rejig of our armies first, because I want to get a few heavier units into my army as well, and we'll potentially keep one army at home and have one army going forth. I might even use Durfu as my main. Well, no, I want to use both lords because they are both brilliant lords, but I'll probably try and lower my upkeep a little bit at least. But no, the trade buff should really help us as soon as we can start that. Because all those people I'm now friends with, I will be trading with. And I've got certainly my wine, and certainly I've got various goods I can trade already. So we'll have to see how that goes anyway. Oh, they're heading back in. Hopefully the dwarves will deal with them. Though I'm not worried if they push into my woods. I'm a little worried if they hit Carrick Buffdar, however. But again, I've got plenty of amber at the moment coming from my allies, so it's not a huge issue if I lose a little bit. So they've moved back to Musalon. And we've got the Brigands. High Elves are confederating a bit. Okay, well, I'm not going to be going down there anytime soon, so... Another nice auto. We'll raise that again for the cash.
The hunter!
Think again. This is bad news. I'll poke out your eyes. You got it!
Force a peace with them. Though we might get dragged back into war with them soon. But no, mostly because I want to get back down to dealing with the Skaven.
Your orders.
I live to serve Ariel.
You can join this army.
Great things.
Gonna go straight down the damage first, then we'll go down the ammo. We'll split between the ammo and the reload speed. Because obviously as I do reload speed, guys, I'm going to be Now I'm going to want him buffed up as much as I can melee wise. Just make him more survivable. Just going to go straight down his damage tree to start with. Because Durfu is just, as I keep saying, beastly in combat. I'm going to knock this over so I can get some more trade goods out. Next turn. Next turn we will start trading. Unlike the High Elves who are live off trade, I guess we don't really. So we will open up our contacts with the rest of the world. And that'll hopefully bring us back into a positive income. And then we can get ourselves back into a nice position. I need to move down to get ready to deal with that Beastmen incursion. And then we'll push down to Estelia and get there sorted out. and then from there we'll work out where we go next. It might be we want to take on Musalon, or we might want to just jump over into the Badlands or the Southland deserts. Ooh. I'm both factions' allies, and I can't really look which gives me more. They've got 2 settlements. First settlement. I wish I could look around at this point. I don't want to break both of my alliances. I was allies with these guys first. It's not ideal. I really didn't want to go to war with both at all, but they decided to go to war with each other. So, hopefully one will win fairly quickly. Ah, they've got somewhere there that they are far bigger. I should have stayed with them. Never mind, you live and learn. Hopefully I'll be able to get back friendly with them soonish. Otherwise I might have to spread some trees into their land. What I really want is the Empire to just start confederating more. That makes it easy.
To my halls.
We'll go for that non-aggression pact. See, this is what I mean by vampires in this live long. Generally in the old campaigns they'd have been wiped out by now, and you can see the vampires here are actually slowly expanding, and because the Empire is quite broken up, they actually managed to expand quite well. The vampires are much stronger in this. I feel they're much stronger in this than they used to be, which is good because they did tend to be a little bit of a pushover and you could just ignore them. But potentially they've swung a little too far the other way, though. We'll see what happens with the Tomb Kings update when that comes in, because that might change things around, because I imagine they'll do a little bit of a tinkering with the balance when that comes in anyway. Well, look, what are Clan Sky are doing, I do need to pay attention to them. Like I say, we're going to try and clear them out of here with my 2 armies and capture all of these ports, which should be a nice big buff for us. Wow. Tabukland has gone to a few wars there, so maybe I didn't want to stick with them. But I've potentially lost a big chunk of my yeah, I've not. Okay. Let us I was like, why can't I trade? This is why I couldn't trade. Let us trade.
Dark are... I am Morgiana, Fey Enchantress of Bretonia. Dark are these times, and dark my mood.
What brings you before the heir of...
Let us not trade, because I do not have a direct line to the sea.
God King of the Deepwood. My will is yours. Have my spear.
What?
I am ready to
You
parley.
trade with me?
I hope your words are wise.
Ah, that is annoying.
Who calls?
I am ready to parley. I hope your
None of
words
these
are
guys
wise.
want to actually trade with me.
I'll ignore that. So,
I am ready to parley. I hope you...
Oh well. We'll get ourselves sorted shortly. Right. Do a little bit of unit merging. You guys are going to come down here. We are going to recruit a new lord. Not a lord. Did I accidentally destroy what I could make branch race from? Never mind. We will get ourselves another spell slinger.
Spell singer. You shall unearth great relics.
Missile. That's good.
I go forth.
Pull out here, then we'll head to that fell cargo. And we're going to end this one here, guys, because we're on 35 minutes. So thank you very much for watching. Sorry we've not had any really big battles this one, but it's not really worked out that way. Hopefully I'll actually manage to start trading with somebody soon, but I need to get these ports down here. And they will be connected to my capital. Hopefully this will count as a connection. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching.